Hello everybody and welcome back here once again along with the future, and I'm here to do another DVD update. If this video seems a little different, it is because the camera I had stopped working, so I'm having to use my phone's camera, so bear with me on the quality, but I think you'll get a good idea of what's going on here until I figure out what to do for future vids, because I don't know, I don't think this video camera is too great, but we'll see how it works. Just to get on to here, I wanted to start off with these ones I got here. I got about 30 new DVDs since my last video, but just to look here, it's one that my dad's been talking about for a while, Charlie Wilson's War. I'm glad to get a hold of this one, just because my dad said it was pretty good, and I wanted to check it out too. It was one of those value DVDs from like Dollar General or Family Dollar or whatever you got in your area, dollar store. And as you can see there, $2 I got it for. And most of my DVDs I get pretty cheap, or try to get cheap. But that's one to add case to too as well. I can pick up cases for like 50 cents, and I don't mind if I don't have the case on some DVDs that I'm looking for if I find them. But if I find the cases later on, I'll get them. The next DVD I got was this Jurassic collection. This Jurassic collection has a bunch of, I'm pretty sure these are like public domain features on here, like The Creature, Attack of the Giant Leeches, Giant Gila Monster, Phantom from 10,000 Leagues, Killer Shrews, Piranha, that's a classic, Voyage to the Prehistoric Planet. I pretty much got it for the Piranha on here, but I was interested to see the other ones as well. I know it's not easy to read probably with this camera, but it's okay. The Jurassic collection. I probably would have passed on it if I'd have known they weren't that great. Here's one I got from the $5 bin I've yet to even open. I actually got it for like $3.74, but it's Hitman, unrated. You know, that's made after the video game Hitman. But pretty damn good. So check that out. The next one I got was True Grit, the remake of True Grit. That's also unopened too. Jeff Bridges, Matt Damon. I think this is actually better than the one John Wayne starred in. So as you see there, a masterpiece of triumph. But yeah, check out True Grit for sure. Soldier in the Rain I picked up. My dad actually got this off eBay for me. It's a classic with Steve McQueen. But I did watch it and it was really good. It's the same guy who went on to direct the Pink Panther. So, yeah. Blake Edwards. That's who it is. But if you haven't seen this movie, it's very touching actually. They try to call it a comedy and stuff, but it's actually very touching. So, if you're into Steve McQueen, check that out. Man in the Iron Mask I picked up. A Leonardo DiCaprio film. Not one of his most acclaimed films, but it's pretty good. So I watched it, and I mean, it's not great, but it's not really horrible. But got it for 85 cents, so couldn't pass it up. The First Man with the Iron Fists. Actually, Quentin Tarantino produced this. As you can see up there, Quentin Tarantino presents Man with the Iron Fist. This is the unrated edition. Got this in the $5 bin at Walmart. And I was able to pick up uptown at the local Game Zone. Plus, giving them a shout out because I get a lot of good deals. $2.99 on this. The Man with the Iron Fist 2 unrated edition. I've yet to watch this. It does have a rental down here, and as you can see, it's marked $9.99. But I got this for $2.99. I don't care if it says rental on there or not. I do got a physical copy now. And it's a lot cheaper than what I'd pay at Walmart for it. Brand new. Going on here, a little bit of horror. As you have some werewolf movies. Dog Soldiers I picked up. It's a nice English film from 2001. If you haven't seen this, I suggest you check it out. Pretty enjoyable film here. Dog Soldiers. Can't complain. I watched it. Pretty enjoyable werewolf film. Same here. It does say here it's the. Let's see if I can find it here. Bear with me. I know you have on last vids. I can't find it now, but it does say something about this guy had something to do with an American werewolf in London. Yeah, Dog Soldiers is a terrifying chiller in the tradition of Predator and American Werewolf in London. So, sorry it took me a while. It was right in front of my face. Moving on from that, though, check that out. Wolf Moon. It says $3.99 there, but I got it for 85 cents. I don't think this is great, but it's a werewolf movie, so I had to pick it up. Wolf Moon. I get The Howling Reborn, Full Moon, New Blood. I guess it's a reboot of the horror classic, The Howling. I actually don't have the original Howlings, and I really do want to get them. But I just kind of had to pick this up. The Howling Reborn has a commentary track on it and stuff. 85 cents. I couldn't go wrong. Here's a monster movie they made lately. J.J. Abrams actually had a hand in this, and it is none other than Cloverfield. So producer J.J. Abrams, director Matt Reeves. I enjoyed this. It's like a first-person account of what it would be like to be in the middle of like attacked by Godzilla or something is what they're getting at. But the monster could have been a little more interesting, and it would have made this cooler. But I kind of liked it. It's not bad at all. I liked the commentary by Matt Reeves too that I watched. So Cloverfield, check it out. I already had a copy of this to say King Kong. It was the full screen edition that I picked up. But instead, I got this one that's almost a better, it's the Deluxe Extended Edition, and let me show you here that it does have 3 discs in here, so it has a lot of extras, and this is Peter Jackson's King Kong, not the original or anything, but you can see 3-disc Deluxe Extended Edition. I don't know how well that's going to show up on the cam, but it's got tons of special features, man. And little documentaries and stuff that I enjoy. So, let me see. I don't know. Yeah, they're the widescreen versions too. So that's another reason why I liked it, because and you can see the art there, 2 different arts there on the covers. So at first I was like, is this classic King Kong? And then I'm like, no, that's a deluxe edition. But then I decided for 85 cents pick it up, you know, because it's kind of a better version than that. I was happy to get a hold of, as you can see here, I got the first 2 Hobbits here. J.R.R. Tolkien, directed by Peter Jackson as well, who had directed the King Kong movies that I just showed. And I was able to pick up this rental version of The Hobbit for $2.99. They do have it marked for $9.99, but it's $2.99. Battle of the Five Armies. So Battle of the Five Armies, excuse me. So I completed the Hobbit trilogy there with this one. So I was very happy to do so. And just to show it off, because these do tie in after The Hobbit. I think they took place like 4 years after The Hobbit, but you have the 3 Lord of the Rings there that I also have too. Fellowship of the Rings, 2 Towers, and Return of the King. So it's nice to have like all 6 of those. Some of the other horror genre ones, I got this Stephen King, Nightmares and Dreamscapes, Stories of Stephen King. These were actually episodes based off the book that he wrote, Nightmare and Dreamscapes. And it was aired back in like, I think 2006 on TNT. This is actually like 3 episodes from it and some cool features from the show. This was only disc 1. I'm sure there's 2 more discs floating around if I can find them, 85 cents. But it was cool to pick this up because I enjoy all the Stephen King stuff. Battleground, the first episode where the guy gets attacked by small soldiers, is really cool. I haven't really dived head in. I think Couch End is kind of about like they go to this city and then they can't get out and stuff. I don't know. I don't really want to give anything away. These last case, there's a little description down there what's going on. But pretty cool though. Nightmare and Dreamscapes. Puppet Master 2, and Puppet Master 3. Bargain buy here. Midnight Horror Collection. Cool to get a hold of these 3. These are some classics for sure. If you haven't seen Puppet Master and you're a horror fan, check them out. They can be kind of cheesy, but they're kind of cool as well. Land of the Dead from the acclaimed George A. Romero, who does a great job on these zombie flicks. I like Night of the Living Dead, and this ties into the series kind of that he made of those. And I am happy to get this. because I'm looking for all the Dead movies by George A. Romero. There is one uptown actually of Return of the Living Dead I might pick up, but it doesn't have the case and stuff, so I'm wondering if I will or not. Here's some like public domain, you know, B horror movies I picked up. You know, The Little Shop of Horrors, Jack Nicholson in the original, which is you know, it is an instant classic. This isn't cheesy by far, but you know, I remember the version by Rick Moranis, and when you watch this, it's just a lot different. But it's a young Jack Nicholson, as you can see there, 85 cents. Grab that one for. These were all 85 cents, by the way, if I haven't said the price. The Terror, a public domain horror flick by Boris Karloff and Jack Nicholson. Another young Jack Nicholson movie. I enjoy watching him when he's in his younger days to see how he's evolved, kinda, and anything with Boris Karloff in there. For the public domain, you know, I don't know. It's a pretty good picture they put on there. It's one of them real thin ones. Got it for 85 cents, so can't complain. The Ape and British Intelligence, a little 2-pack of Boris Karloff, a double feature. I watched The Ape, and boy, was that hilarious. And they got this, I love the cover art, it has like a real gorilla on here. If you watch the movie, it's not a real gorilla by far. And I love this, just has, you know, the London Bridge, I think, there in the back. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. But you can see there's the real ape there in the picture, so it's not a real gorilla. But these were two pretty bad movies by Karloff. I don't know. I didn't really get into British Intelligence too much. Didn't dive into it too much. But the Ape was horrible. But it was good for a laugh. And you got Boris Karloff in there, which I enjoy anything with him in it. So I was glad to get those. Bela Lugosi meets a Brooklyn gorilla. How could I not pick this up being a Bela Lugosi fan? I mean, it had these two guys in there. What the hell were their names? They tried to imitate Martin and Lewis. Duke Mitchell and Sam Petrillo. Yeah, in roles reminiscent of those. I don't know if they tried to copy them or they were just being them or they had an act or what. But with Bela Lugosi in this one, it takes a while for him to kind of show up in this thing. So from what I've watched so far, I haven't seen Bela much. So I'm going to have to rewatch this and check it out. Here's a Lon Chaney. You know, not Lon Chaney Jr., but Lon Chaney, the Alligator People. I had to pick this up just because of being a Lon Chaney film. I watched it. You know, it actually isn't too bad. I do plan on getting this 50 horror collection, 50 great horror movie collection, or so, I can't remember what it's called. I've seen a few videos here on YouTube on it. I was going to pick it up for like $9. It has a lot of public domain horror movie, a lot of bad ones, but they also have like Nosferatu and The Phantom of the Opera I seen on there. Actually, The Ape was on there. I don't know if Alligator People's on there. I don't know if this is public domain or not. I don't think it is. This is 20th Century Fox, so I don't think that would be on there. But maybe Bela Lugosi meets a Brooklyn Gorilla. I don't think that's on there, but could be. I think The Terror may be on there. So I don't know. I want to pick that up, though, just for Phantom of the Opera and Nosferatu, two silent films that were just outstanding. Lon Chaney in one of those. Here is Today the Pawn, Tomorrow the World. Hunchback of Notre Dame would also be a good pickup. It is Frogs, ladies and gentlemen, here. One of Sam Elliott's early films. And if you haven't seen it, I started a new series, hosting a new series, but I was along with Cdub of Chronochord Media, who I'll put down in his link to his channel down here in the below. I like to do cross-promotion with him. And I got him on for the classic film commentaries on Frogs. So anybody who hasn't checked it out yet, go back and check it out if you're interested in more stuff that I've put out. That's something that I do there, classic film commentaries. There will be more to come, but we did this movie, Frogs, and let me just tell you, it's not the greatest movie, and I hadn't seen it till I got it for 85 cents. The Princess Bride, how can you go wrong with The Princess Bride? This is a great, great movie / comedy. Like it says, thrilling, exciting, very funny, and absolute magic. That about sums it up. Princess Bride. I saw my friend Cdub too. I actually picked this up on VHS, and I didn't want to tell him that I got the 20th anniversary collector's edition for 85 cents. But now that I made the vid, yeah, I picked this up too, Cdub. But it was before that you showed me that, so happy to get that. Drums Along the Mohawk. Many people might not know this. Henry Fonda and Claudette Colbert there. I'm probably saying the name wrong. This was actually John Ford, the acclaimed Western director John Ford's first movie that he did in color. I wouldn't say it's a Western. I don't know. I guess it's kind of a Western. So it was the first one he did in color, though. So I don't know. I'd put it in like that Western section. So, but he plays like a let's see here. A Revolutionary War goes into full swing. Unexpected strife from the Mohawk Valley. So it's on the American frontier. So yeah, it's just like frontiersmen in the Revolutionary War era, as you can see there. I did watch it, but I need to watch it again and pay more attention. It's just a classic, you know. Had to pick it up, especially being John Ford's first color one he did in color. Here's The Outlaw and Angel and the Bad Man. This was a Howard Hughes directed film on Billy the Kid and everything, so I was glad to pick that up. And Angel and the Bad Man was an old John Wayne, Gail Russell there. You get Oswald the Rabbit and a Betty Boop cartoon too, and some classic television commercials and stuff that are really cool that I like to watch on here. But both movies weren't too bad. You know, this is like a classic, The Outlaw, and then Angel and the Bad Man, you know, isn't too bad. John Wayne movie. So Cdub, if you can check that out, you know, I know you're a Western fan, so check that out, along with Drums Along the Mohawk. I don't know if I'd say Western on that. It's not cowboys, but it's pretty cool. More war. Here's a Three Stooges DVD that I picked up. It's actually Volume 2. I can't find Volume 1 up there. I found a couple more Three Stooges DVDs that I may grab, but I can't find Volume 1. But it has, you know, Jack of All Trades, the 1949 pilot, three laugh-filled trailers of the Three Stooges films, Three Stooges color classic, like just spots that they did, and then Three Stooges color cartoons too. So it was cool to get that. Three Stooges stuff. I'm a fan of Three Stooges, but I don't have a lot of their stuff, so it was cool to get that. Over the Top and Demolition Man here. I got a little double feature Stallone pack, bargain buy once again. I like getting these when I can. These double for your, you know, it's double your money really, and I'm not like I need the cases for every one. And if they're both there, you know, this is going to go in my Stallone section, but they're going to both go there. And I was happy to get this, you know, Over the Top where he's an arm wrestler, Demolition Man, you know, Wesley Snipes as well in there. How can you beat it? I told Cdub about this already, but there it is, man. Double feature. 85 cents. Can't go wrong with that. Coming up to the last few I got here. I tried to rush through this as fast as I could, so it didn't take forever. I hope everybody enjoyed it. Tom Jane, John Travolta. It's the Punisher movie that they made back in 2004 is when this was launched. So the reason I got this really is, for one thing, it's got John Travolta in it, which I enjoy. And the other thing is, as you can see there, Kevin Nash. I'm a wrestling fan, and Kevin Nash made an appearance in this movie. Did pretty good in this part. All he had to do was pretty much beat people up. But I remember when he was doing this role around an Elimination Chamber match that he competed in. But The Punisher, no holds barred action. You know, not too bad of a movie, really. To give it a chance. And then I picked up this Phantom. It was a television special that they aired at one time, I think I read into. I'm not real sure. It's in 2 chapters on the DVD. As you can see, it's a little bit torn up there. Like, looks like a dog got a hold of it or something. But for 85 cents, I picked it up because I'm a Marvel fan. The Phantom, you know, I'm pretty sure is in the Marvel realm. I may be wrong. But I'm pretty sure he's in there. So Reimagine and Reloaded. It's not like your, you know, Phantom that you would know. You know, this is a reimagined Phantom. And actually, you know, it's not too bad. So I suggest if you can find this for like 85 cents, like I did, to give it a try. Because, you know, it's lengthy. And if you got nothing to do, it's kind of enjoyable if you actually sit down and listen to the story. He's kind of related to the original Phantom. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Phantom's Marvel though. But yeah, everybody that watch this, make sure you subscribe if you like what you see. Give me a thumbs up if you like what you see as well, and that will be much appreciated. But I will get these DVDs now into their rightful spots in the collection. And I want to thank everybody for tuning in and watching as always. Until next time, guys, peace out.